Last week, I challenged myself to improve my Thai pronunciation within 7 days using the method of shadowing. This week, I'm here to tell you all about the results of that challenge. So if you missed the last video, I will link it here. Head over there first and then come back for this video. What is shadowing? Shadowing is when you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say as they are saying it. Almost like mimicking an older sibling word for word. So for this challenge, I did an hour a day every day for 7 days. The purpose of this challenge was to drastically improve my pronunciation so that I could feel confident when I went into speaking practice with my Thai language study buddy. Tools needed for this challenge was access to the internet, a pair of headphones, Thai YouTubers that I wanted to sound like. I only listened to one person a day. I did not try to mix them all within the hour. And if you are going to try this with multiple speakers, I do recommend choosing only one a day, because even though every language has its own intonation and rhythm, every person also has their own individual sound. So it could get confusing and make it even harder if you're trying to do multiple people in one day. So let's get into the day by day of it all. But first, I'm going to show you guys what day 0 sounded like so you know how much progress I've actually made.
ฉันชอบทุกหนังฝีมือแต่ได้หนังฝีมือเป็นที่สุด If I say that right, ได้หนังฝีมือเป็นที่สุด
Days 1 and 2 were definitely the hardest for me, simply because I was not used to shadowing for such a long period of time. To be honest, I found it really exhausting. It was hard to keep up for an hour, and my cheeks hurt, my throat was sore, and I was mentally exhausted. Not to mention how cringy it was. Even though I was by myself and no one else was listening to me, it was really hard to finish the hour knowing how bad I sounded. Luckily, by day 3, I persevered, and this is what I sounded like.
สวัสดีค่ะทุกคนฉันชื่อมินี่ค่ะวันนี้เป็นวันพฤหัสบดีแล้วก็ปกติฉันจะพักแต่ไม่มีเวลา I sound so good. Okay, let's finish. What am I doing today? ก่อนอื่นฉันจะวิ่งแล้วฉันไปหาหมอแล้วจะเรียน Yeah, I'm busy today. But anyway, y'all, that's after 3 days. Y'all hear that pronunciation? Get on your shadowing game. I gotta go finish this run.
As you can tell, from day 0 to day 3, that was a huge jump for me. So takeaways from day 3, you can tell that yes, my pronunciation did improve. I was speaking at a more natural speed, and in general, I felt really confident. And if you notice, I was shocked at how good I sounded after just 3 days of shadowing. By day 3, I felt really good and even more motivated to keep going with this challenge. So let's get into what I sounded like by day 6.
สวัสดีครับทุกคนวันนี้เป็นวันสุดท้ายของ my pronunciation challenge Yay คิดว่าดีขึ้นแล้วคุณได้ยินความแตกต่างไหม No, but really, do y'all see that difference? Do y'all hear that difference? There's a difference in confidence. There's a difference in my pronunciation. There's a difference at which the speed I talk.
By day 6, I felt like my natural tone started to come through. On day 3, I was almost talking too fast for myself. It felt like I was still speaking like a native speaker, or trying to at least, and so my speed was really fast. Whereas by day 6, I was comfortable with my pronunciation, but also speaking at the speed at which I normally talk. So I spoke slower, but with more confidence by day 6. And I don't know if you noticed, but I was using harder vocabulary that I wasn't used to using in everyday speech. And so that's where the pauses still came in, but I didn't freeze up because I paused. I allowed myself to pause, make sure I knew what word I was trying to say, and then say it. But let me know in the comments what you thought of my improvement over the course of 6 days. So, what are my results and takeaways from this challenge? Shadowing does work. Shadow, 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 shadow. If you want to get better with your pronunciation, you should shadow. Over the course of 7 days, I improved my shadowing, I improved my confidence, and my motivation. As far as listening comprehension, I don't feel like it improved that much, but only because 2 out of the 3 YouTubers I listened to were talking about things I didn't fully understand or have the vocabulary for. So essentially, I was listening to things that were out of my league. What I did notice is the one thing shadowing doesn't really help with is it doesn't help put sentences together. To be able to form better sentences and think faster, I would need more writing practice for that. So if you paired shadowing with like journal writing, I think those two would not only increase your pronunciation, but your ability to form sentences on the go. So if you want to try shadowing or try your own challenge, here are a few tips for you. Now, I chose an hour a day because, like I said, I was going for a drastic improvement. But if you are going to try this, don't feel pressured into doing an hour a day. 5 to 10 minutes a day works totally fine. You will just have to do it over a longer period of time. But shadowing should be a regular part of your studies anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem. Short audio is more effective. I would say anything 10 minutes or less. Using shorter materials will be more digestible. It will help with your listening skill and overall make it less stressful because instead of trying to find things to listen to, you have something, and if it's not long enough, just listen to it on repeat. Now, if you can read in your target language, I would recommend listening and reading and speaking along with it. That will just give you one more step up in your language learning. Don't worry about perfection. You will cringe at yourself. And there will be times where you realize you're saying something completely different than what it is you're supposed to be saying. Don't worry about it. Just take a breath, keep going, and focus on the rhythm and intonation. That is the important part. Record yourself to track your progress. I almost wish I had recorded myself speaking every day, but I also feel like I probably wouldn't have seen the progress as much if I was recording every day. At least every few days, go ahead and record yourself speaking. I did think about having like a script that I would say, so it would perfectly match and I could see the pronunciation, but having seen what I did record, I think I can see my progress pretty well without having a script, but it is something to consider if you want to try this challenge. Shadow by yourself. This is already a cringy process when you are by yourself. If I was around somebody else, I don't think I would have had the confidence to shadow while people are watching me or like could hear me. So I shadowed while everyone else in the house was either sleeping or while I went on my walk and I knew I would be completely by myself. So that's all I have for you guys today. I encourage you to start shadowing, whether you do it in challenge format like I did or just include it in your everyday study practice. And shadowing works for any language. Thai is just my example because that's what I wanted to improve on at this moment. If you have any other challenges you think I should try, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week with another language learning video.